Oh my God, we just came out of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and I am still sweating right now. Just let's get into it because we're all like biting to talk about this. James, what are your thoughts on this?
Man, I'm speechless. It's hard to really put that experience into words for me. As a devoted Spider-Man fan since I was 0 years old, this is just perfection for what the character is and everything that I love about the character. Um, oh my gosh. Yeah, no, seriously, we just came out of it. I probably need more time to digest it to put it better into words. But yeah, coming out of it now, I think this is just it took everything that the first one did right, which was a massive surprise to me, and it elevated it to a whole new level here. This changes the game once again. The story is darker, the stakes are heavier, the animation is better somehow. It's better.
Yep.
It's nuts. It's wild.
More creative.
Yeah, you could put any frame of this movie and just put it in a museum. There's probably should be a Spider-Verse museum because it is just ridiculous. Honestly, yeah, this is the best Spider-Man movie at this time. Maybe when I digest it, I might have something else there, but I think this is the best Spider-Man movie. I think you're looking at a top 3, maybe the best animated movie of all time right here. I don't know how they can top it again with Beyond the Spider-Verse. But it is very much a part one to a story. And in saying that, it still feels like its own movie. There's a lot more parts to it. It really develops a lot of what, Into the Spider-Verse established in terms of grounding Miles and developing that character, but also Gwen Stacy. She very much is a co-lead in this film, and you get a lot more in that, which obviously raises or allows the audience to resonate with that character a lot more, and just adds so much depth to the universe. The way they connect everything in terms of like these universes and whatnot. Yeah, it's just it's setting up to be just an absolute monster of a trilogy here. Just the callbacks to the first one, the way it just does everything. I'm just I it's very hard to articulate it, and the people listening to this, you're going to come out of it having the same thing. It's a very hard movie to just discuss straight away, but for the cinema experience, that last hour and a half or last hour at least, you're just locked in there, just like, oh my god, what's happening? And everything just keeps getting deeper and deeper, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is nuts. And just the way it is, the visuals, just my god, even like the way the camera moves, the virtual camera, sorry, and just the different kind of animation styles throughout different universes, the creativity and how it shows like the comic book side of things. It's just so much detail in every scene. It seems like they spent like months just on like one little like scene. It's absolutely crazy. The callbacks to Spider-Man lore is just ridiculous. It's so detailed in that. I'm blown away. As for the score, I think it does better than what the first one did, and the first one is amazing. It's so brilliantly, applied to this world and this type of Spider-Man. Just the whole spinning record side of it, and then like you got the little beats. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very intense, and it keeps building and building and building. It perfectly complements the film. Full Lord, Chris Miller, you guys are geniuses. I bow down to you. The directors and writers of this movie, just amazing. Everybody came together and delivered just such a perfect film. Man, I don't have much other words. Please help me expand these thoughts out a little bit more.
Everything what James just said, but just listen to it again. And that's my thoughts as well. Yeah, pretty much on board with you. This is an absolute fantastic film. I definitely think it's probably one of the best animated films of all time. I'll even go as far to say it is the best.
Yeah.
Just based on coming out of the cinema like half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Because it just had everything. It had perfect visuals, great score, good soundtrack. The story was so engaging and emotional and intense, and just every emotion ever. The plot twist was fucking amazing. Better than anything that any animated film that you've seen. If you thought Mufasa dying was big, well, Jesus Christ, strap yourself in.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's leading to a part two,
hmm
I think it just makes it even more better now, because like you know where all the characters are at, you know how certain characters feel towards other characters, and
hmm
you know, and then that little ending bit as well. It was just, it's going to be big. It's going to
Yeah.
go beyond. The cameos and the Easter eggs in this is definitely amazing. Like they did fan service fucking fantastic in here, and like pretty much anything Spider-Man you can think of, it's in this film.
That's pretty much it. I forgot the total number of Spider-Man versions of Spider-Man.
I think it was like 200 and something.
Yeah, that's a crazy amount.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. There's even like characters playing Spider-Man games. That's how interconnected it is. Can't wait till next year. I don't think I can say anything more.
I know. I mean, the good thing is it's 10 months. It's in March next year, man. So we don't have to wait that long. I think I'm going to be able to rewatch this movie enough times to sustain me on life support until I can watch the Beyond. But if Beyond the Spider-Verse is anywhere close to this, I think this is the best trilogy of all time. There's just no topping it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely in that conversation as well.
Because there's always those trilogies, and there's always like that one movie that's got like a little bit of a weak point.
Yeah.
There's no weak point so far.
It's not so
I
far.
can't imagine it being.
They would have to cake it real bad, but I guess we'll have to wait and see in March. Also, there is no post-credit scene, so there's that.
There's like a little tease.
Oh, it's like a mid-credit thing.
Yeah, but
after that, just don't stay.
It's like very MCU-esque, yeah. So you don't need to stay. They're saving all the goodies for the
Beyond,
yeah. And honestly, you don't want a post-credit scene for this movie. You just want the next movie. But I mean, I finished once a movie finished, I'm like, I just want to watch this again. Like, I want to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
yeah. And this movie comes out officially tomorrow, and tomorrow's my birthday, so this is the perfect birthday present for me. I mean, as a Spider-Man fan, dude, I'm in awe. And you know how much like I love like No Way Home, Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1. You know I love those movies. I own them all on 4K. And to say this is the best Spider-Man movie, like that's a big deal for me. It's like if there was a Batman movie and, you know, it's like better than Dark Knight. That's a big deal, you know? Yeah. So I decided that it's the best Spider-Man movie like an hour and a half into the movie. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the best Spider-Man movie.
It's that fucking good.
If I had to put faults on it, and I'd love to get your take on this as well. I was thinking about this on the drive back here. I think it rushed a little bit of Miles's I don't know, growth or cathartic realization about himself in the movie, and it's when they're on that like moving train sequence, as you'll know. I think that part felt a little bit unearned, and it just needed a little bit more momentum for me to feel that properly. Besides that, I don't know where else I could fault it. What about you?
No, I can't really think of any. I don't even know if I agree or disagree with what you just said either. Because I think the whole point of him was just to go back to his own universe to stop the, what do they call it?
I don't know if we can say it here. This is
no, but there's a word and we can say that word. Is it like chaos event or something? Fuck, I don't know.
Canon.
Oh yeah, canon event.
Yeah.
To stop that, but yeah, no, I can't think of a fault right now.
Yeah, it's one of those movies, guys, and I am being very picky when I say my fault there. It is something where I just thought about on the way home. It never disrupted my experience in the movie. But yeah, this is a very hard movie to discuss without talking about spoilers.
Exactly.
Because I think me and Nan, we really want to go into what happened and what they mean for the characters and where it could go, what it's building up to, not ultimately what will happen by we reach the end of Beyond the Spider-Verse. So we'll ever sit down, we'll think about it if we will do a spoiler review after this, which if we do, we'll drop it after the weekend once, all the big fans have had a chance to see it.
Probably on Let's Be Real, most likely.
Yeah, but you guys are in for an absolute treat. Just enjoy yourselves and go see it on the biggest screen possible. Don't go to some little town cinema. If that's the closest one, fine. But like closest one to you, get to the biggest one
because you would appreciate everything more better.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to
100%.
go see this in IMAX because we saw it in VMAX, which is good, but IMAX is going to be goated for this. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually would be, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I got nothing else to add. I have a lot to digest with this movie.
Right, so you got nothing else to add. I have nothing else to add. So there's only one thing left to add, and that is your score for this one.
Oh man, I can barely articulate words to describe the movie, mate, and you're telling me to do a score to articulate.
The people
movie.
need to know the score.
The people need to know that my score is. You can go first. I need to.
Fuck you every fucking time.
I mean, I just need time.
It's definitely a 9. I'm just trying to decide if I want a point there.
I'm going 9.6. I'm going 9.6. It's too good. I can't think of faults or anything. It's just, I need to see it again ASAP. It could change. It could go down. Hell, it could go up if it needs to. Yeah.
So much for me going first.
You were taking too long. You're like, 9 or deserve a point.
I'll go 9.5.
9.5, yeah. I think Spider-Verse for me, I think it was like a 9.2, 9.3. And yeah.
Can't wait to see what the Rotten Tomato score for this one would be.
Yeah, well, our review will be up in about 3 hours' time. That's when the review embargo drops. So, yeah, we should get a good Rotten Tomato score around then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then. I guess that'll do us on this non-spoiler review of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. If you enjoyed this and you want to hear more of our review, make sure you jump in and listen to Let's Be Real. It's our podcast where we discuss everything movie-related, and we will most certainly be discussing more spoilerific stuff in there. So if you've seen the movie, be sure to tune in and listen to that. If you want to read any of our other reviews, listen to any of our other podcasts, you can find our podcasts on Spotify or wherever you pod from. Or if you want to read reviews, like I said before, any other content, head over to moviegames.com, and we have a whole bunch of stuff there. And why not sign up to our newsletter at the same time so you can always keep up to date with the latest and greatest things that we do. Thanks for everyone for listening to our review for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Go fucking see it on a bigger screen you can possibly get, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank you.
Peace.